Realm of Shade, Curse of Strahd, Session 34. Everything's fucked.
Haha.
And instantly demonetized. So, yeah.
Dishes.
Dishes.
Dishes. Okay.
Just dishes.
Son of a dish.
Yes.
Anyway.
Yeah, so Shade, you're finally ready to share with us Strahd's entire character sheet, right?
Yes, of course.
I mean, we thought something with the same danger rating because I can't remember the actual
Challenge.
Challenge
Rating.
or something.
No.
I'm gonna make a joke about the fact that he's gonna share the sheet with us because he's immediately gonna throw it out the window and create a new one that's
No.
like at least CR's higher.
No, I will tell you. He's got legendary actions.
Yeah, I know.
And layer actions.
Boom. And layer actions. Whoa.
Which is Shia is the hard counter to that. If he lives that much.
If he lives that long, we'll see what the rest of the game treats him like. Anyway, so things happened last session. Things in which I mean, I would reasonably say that Garbo should tell it, but like
All right.
I don't know.
Give me my third inspiration.
I got this. I got this.
No, the snacks got this. Okay, all right.
Apparently.
And I will not accept an explanation lower than 10 seconds.
Snack sitting here going, I need to rethink my entire plan.
All right, I'm ready when you are.
All right, 3, 2, and 1, and go.
Everybody died at the end. No, I'm kidding. We had a short rest. We went back down to this area that's on the screen, or at least on my screen, with the 3 underneath the library. And then Shizuka touched the thing, got sealed off by a force wall, and then fuck. Did I get disconnected?
No, we can hear you.
Oh, okay.
You're wasting time.
So we came down here, and Shizuka got separated by force wall, talked to the boyo that Glorben doesn't like, and he's like, "Hey, you wanna be a millionaire, take over the land, and then because you can, you just gotta host this person. Like, why can I host this person? Because you're a clone." And we find out that there's this lady on the Sword Coast named Mrs. Nerimaki who was making a bunch of clones, and this wizard boy and Gregulus.
Gregorius.
I'm gonna go with Gregulus because that sounds cooler. Gregulus was his fighter that he was able to turn into an indentured servant. When Miss Nerimaki showed too much love, basically, for Shizuka, the wizard had Gregorius kill her. Then Gregorius is like, "What have I done?" Runs away with her, trying to make it to Neverwinter, I think, to escape. They get in a fight with the wizard, who's actually not just a wizard, he's a warlock or a sorcerer, never really told what it was. And Gregulus gets turned into a crispy toast. After Gregorius disarms him of his spellbook. When Shizuka unknowingly reanimates the skeleton known as Gregorius, and Gregorius decapitates the wizard. And that's where we ended. Except on the outside, we fought a fucking nightmare creature, Eldritch Abomination, with a bunch of eyes.
Mask.
And it almost one-shot Shia because he hadn't healed from his fight with the vampire spawns from 2 sessions ago. The end.
Indeed. He did go over 2 minutes.
How cost you inspiration?
Yeah. However, I will commend you.
I thought I DC'd, so that's part of it. I heard it.
Yeah, you would still be roughly 8 seconds over.
Oof.
But what about the 10 seconds I joked about? Cut that.
No.
I will commend you for going into such detail, though.
Still no inspiration, though.
Still no inspiration.
Darn.
You need to hurry up. We warned you.
At least I filled up the 2 minutes instead of saying everyone's fucking dead at the end. I'm stopping there.
Indeed. Anyway, so yeah,
So-
yeah, already swapped over. On the outside, we got everyone still recuperating from the fight.
Oh yes, I would like
save for Shia, who was just sort of
dead.
he was basically the only one really hurt.
Didn't they heal me at the very end?
Pretty much,
I
yeah.
think. Okay.
Yeah.
Esmeralda saved face by casting a spell right away.
Oh yeah,
Whole
whole
person. Oh wait, was it whole person? Was it whole monster?
creature.
Something along the lines.
Either way, that was some tasty advantage and automatic criticals that I didn't get to enjoy at all.
Yeah, neither did I.
Shut up, Garbo.
Hey! You were playing Greg.
Yeah, I didn't enjoy them as Greg. That's exactly.
Okay.
Maybe you should have gone melee instead of pulling out a bow and whiffing every time.
I can't help that.
Anyway.
I was playing 2 characters too, and one of them was doing a pretty decent job, and the other one wasn't.
Was John not doing good?
Oh yeah, I forgot John was there. John, I forgot half the things that happens with John. And
Oh,
also,
well.
John kind of just got "don't touch me" diseased. So,
Oh yeah, he got feared.
Indeed.
there wasn't a lot of things I could do as John in that situation.
No. Esmeralda couldn't do shit.
I could have spiritual weaponed, and I realized that like near the end of the fight. But
Alright, yeah. I think is it John and Glorvin are currently playing cards?
No, they're playing. You know the knife game where you take a knife.
Oh,
and go boom,
right,
boom, boom,
yes.
boom, 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 boom. They're doing that with Glorvin's greatsword.
no, he's with a war pick.
Oh, he's doing it with a war pick.
Saying they're going, I have like 15 knives on me. No, I'm doing it with the war pick. All right. I know Sir Knight Squire was having an entire conversation with Glorvin. He was like, I could just go up and get our loot real quick and bring it downstairs. I'm worried with the amount of time we have to spend here that someone might come around and just take it. And there's some pretty neat stuff in that. I'd rather just like quickly hopping up by myself with like Cornelius as protection instead of letting us all go just to grab it, because it won't take more than like a few minutes.
I could drag that on right there. Didn't need to drag that. Didn't need to drag it on
Yeah,
that screen. Why don't I don't have the map open like a fool.
I know Shia was like, you can go do that, and Glorvin was having an entire conversation with that, and I don't remember what his opinion was. It was mainly like, I know what you're doing out of character. I don't want you to do that. But he started going like, that makes sense near the end. It makes sense if you quickly get it, is what I remember his last words were.
Okay. Yeah, Esmeralda's going to end up joining you guys. She would add that chances are nobody with a desire for the treasure will probably be here, but that's only her real guess. She's the card shark. Okay.
But you see,
I think Shia still has his hand on Greg's shoulder. While Greg chatters at the force field. I remember that being a thing.
10 minutes later.
For
Still
10
go-
solid minutes, he's been staring because he still has Shiro's awkwardness. He doesn't know how to talk to him.
Exactly.
Sir Knight Squire give an argument to Esmeralda. It's like, that might be a possibility, but I'd rather it be
I'm
safe.
trying to trace Greg.
I trace Greg
Jesus.
himself.
Can I trace Greg?
Fucking projects Greg just holding him by the legs.
No, projects Greg with a sun sword, so now
Oh,
there's two Greg.
Jesus. Meanwhile, on the inside, when on the inside of the wall of force, where
The haste dimension.
the haste dimension, as you so kindly describe it,
Because it's
Uh,
just orange gas, isn't it?
pretty much, yeah, mist.
Yeah, that's fine. Isn't that what
Except-
comes off your body when you use haste?
Sure, man. Except right now, it's in the shape of a dark forest, as that is where they were left off.
Wait, there's a forest in there?
You were. Where
Yep.
did Gregorius kill the wizard?
Sorry, I misinterpreted. I thought you said the force field that they're seeing looks like a forest. I'm like, wait, what? It just turned into a forest.
They only see Shizuka holding her hand up against the statue in an behind an obscured wall.
Shade, before you continue,
What?
was the wizard a. What was his other class?
You don't need to know.
Yeah, I want to know, though.
Sucks.
God damn it, Shade. Why do you have to be like this?
Because I'm
Was
an
I right
asshole.
with one of my guesses? At least tell me that.
Potentially. Anyway, so the contractor is in front of you. He would have stepped out from behind a tree.
He was there the whole
About
time and didn't do anything.
10 feet away, regarding you. Okay.
Okay.
And he mentioned the fact that you don't have a soul before the end of last session.
Oh, right. I forgot that. This is why I should take notes. Reaper was right.
Garbo, I said that during the recap.
I freaking zoned out. What do you expect?
Meanwhile,
Oh,
Christian's here talking
Better
about
for you.
how Esmeralda would probably be like cheat at card games.
darn right.
Card counter. She's fucking doing the Zach Galifianakis calculations.
It's not illegal probably, but it's morally incorrect on the terms of the dealers. Anyway,
Good.
taking a drink.
How dare. This is a professional stream. No drinks allowed.
Oh,
Bet.
hey. Yeah, she has mentioned she's a Vistani.
Garbo, I have a thing of whiskey next to me. I can
Do it, you won't.
done.
What did you do?
It's now a drinking stream, Shade. I'm sorry I've done this to you.
God damn it. I don't want this. Man.
I have taken a single shot. Congratulations.
Okay.
I don't.
Yeah. Well, he steps forward slightly. He's about 10 feet away.
Alright.
Not to say that you fully lack a soul. A proper one is what you lack. Quite simply, you're a doll. Not quite a clone or homunculus. You're different.
Neat.
Under the care of Edgar, I imagine you eventually took on a personality. Where it came from, I couldn't guess.
Was the McDonald's.
like to withhold comment.
Your withholding comment.
Okay, sorry. Continue.
I'm gonna. Shit, man, I feel unprepared.
The real curse of Strahd was the friends we made along the way.
And the friends we lost along the way.
Oh,
The
Do we consider half those
Wait.
people friends?
exactly.
No,
wait,
like
the curse of Strahd was the friends.
It was the friends. That's correct.
They are pretty cursed.
I do want to point out that like Lavi and Shizuka got along pretty well outside of combat.
And we'll never see her again.
Or will we?
I don't want to see her again. She's dead, Shade.
But she made tea for you.
Let sleeping Lavias die. Stay dead. Lie, Shade.
Of course. Now, Miss Nerimaki, how do you feel knowing this?
I mean, I wouldn't say that different. I am who I am, so I mean, it's neat, I guess.
Indeed. The forest fades away back into the orange mist until you feel like you're floating again. Though he seems to be standing perfectly fine. I mentioned that your origins were one of the main reasons for the interest in you.
Mm-hmm.
Because you do not have a proper soul. It is possible to have a addition to make it more complete. As I mentioned before, you... I am sorry. Sorry. I'm tired today.
Oh, you're doing fine. You just
My-
keep pausing, and I'm like, is this a contest, Shade?
Hmm. It'll do.
It'll do.
It will do.
It'll do. Can you say that name for me? Satella?
You started, Shade. You've got this. It's all it is after now. Campaign is ruined.
You know what I should do?
Oh,
I should, every time a dumb reference to an abridged series is made, I should
Okay.
apply negative inspiration controlled by the DM.
do it.
Schnack will lose all his inspiration because of this.
I
Oh,
don't have
hold
any inspiration.
You
Well,
gain one
Exactly.
today.
No, you get disadvantage on any rolls that I see fit.
Oh,
For no rhyme or reason.
how
I'm
about you let
sorry.
someone pick when to use it?
Indeed. Okay.
Okay.
don't know why I'm
Is that a head
blanking.
shade?
I don't know why I'm blanking right now. I'm actually blanking right now.
Something, something, no soul,
shit.
something, something, it's useful for killing Strahd.
Something,
Indeed.
something inhabiting your body.
Quite simply, Miss Nerimaki, what I'm asking you, and as I mentioned, I am offering you Barovia. What I am wanting from you is to take in this grander soul to complete yourself.
Sorry, what? What exactly do you mean by that?
You're incomplete.
Okay. And to fix this, I'm taking in whose soul?
You may not be aware of who she is. In these lands, she has a particular name. And perhaps it is more accurate to say that it is a fraction of who she once was.
Oh,
The one simply known as Mother Night.
Raven Queen?
No.
this,
No,
I
not
don't
that
think we've met her.
No. He's probably talking about a god. I think It sounds familiar, but I cannot remember which
Oh wait,
one it was.
Mother Night, like the time of day. Like, is that
Oh, I know
Jan?
that. There's a specific god for that in Barovia.
Yeah, no, that just went over my head. I thought he was talking about a literal knight, like Sir Knight Squire.
Oh, I guess I knew that.
Hold on, what?
Are you saying that in character?
No, that was just my current thought process. Now I understand. Alright, you said I'm looking for Mother Night, correct?
Not looking for Mother Night.
Something, something, Mother Night, part of Greater Soul, right? Okay, so, I mean, what else do you have to tell me about her? Do I at least get to know what kind of person she is before I take her soul into mine, I guess?
The matter of who she is of little importance, as the essence in which you are to take in.
Okay, but this, like... This doesn't kill anyone by doing it, right?
No,
Uh-huh.
no, the only death that I can hope to desire is that of Strahd von Zarevich.
I see.
Now, what would happen to me?
That is a good question, actually, Snack. Okay, and then how does this affect me, aside from apparently letting me kill Strahd? Like, any side effects to this power-up?
Well, you are taking on the essence of a goddess. It could lead to a number of things.
Such
Some of
as...
which, well, an increase of power is the most basic understanding.
I mean, are there downsides here?
the cheese, Jorge. What's the detriment?
That's really what I'm getting at.
A very rare chance. But then perhaps 1 in a billion to temporarily become the host of said goddess.
Oh, what?
That's greater than a non. That's a non-zero chance right there. I don't like it.
Okay, so basically you're saying my personality takes over, beats out hers, and I just take her power, or hers wins, and then she has my body. Just making sure I understood that.
In the most basic sense, yes.
Alright. Sounds legit.
I'm an idiot. It was the Night Mother. I'm sorry.
Or
The
the
mom
night,
like
you know.
Literally, like I should have caught that. I knew I read it, and I didn't remember the name.
Sir Mom Squire when?
Squire.
Where is that?
Excuse me?
When do we get the entire name of Sir Knight Squire's mom?
Also, I meant Mother Night.
Silver one.
The Night Mother is this Skyrim. Yeah. Kohai had me thinking Skyrim, god damn it.
I'm still sitting there like, huh, for like a legit second you had me going. Like, you mean just a random knight?
You mean Becky?
Becky the Night Mother.
Becky.
Shit, man.
You know, that's a concept I I enjoy. I'll use that word. Adore. Yeah. It's just like you have a really powerful deity or something, and it's like they have a very intimidating title, but their actual name is just something completely generic. Like we have the captain of the Death Toll, and his name is John.
Just
Are you judging Jon Snow?
Just like
Just
just like Bill or Katie.
Bill, Katie, Steve.
Where's that D&D character? It's just some guy named Steve who has a standard family of 4.
He just wants to make an honest living.
Zombie, get working. Oh, he's gone. Shit.
He
I'm
lives at
pretty
work.
sure he has a character called Steve. He has Steven Darklight.
True.
Do we get to know his family?
Maybe.
You know, that's a question.
God of Light and Justice, Bob. All right, this is getting
Isn't
rough.
that what the Morning
All right,
Lord
yeah,
is?
we're-
Is the god of justice and light?
The Morning Lord is depicted as male.
Yeah,
Oh, the god. Sorry, not goddess.
yeah. It's Barovia. There's male and female god and goddess, which is the Morning Lord and the Night Mother.
Also,
Got it.
Christian was making a joke.
Yeah,
Got it. Okay, so the Morning Lord is the like antithesis might be too strong of a word, but the antithesis to the Night Mother is the antithesis to that.
Mother Night, rather.
Mother Night.
Just
Okay.
pretend that I said Mother Night before, not the Night Mother, because
Mom of all knights. Sir Knight Squire's mom. Start listing names now.
okay.
all right. Anyways,
To take on the essence of Mother Night is to claim the title of ruler of Barovia, so long as, of course, the previous ruler is destroyed.
Right. Sorry, can you repeat that one more time? Just want to make sure I got everything straight.
Basically, to take on the essence is to take the title of Lord of Barovia.
Uh-huh. Gosh, I really wish I had advice for this, but it's too late to turn back now. So, all right. So what does that process involve?
Which process?
I mean, evidently the process to take on all of this responsibility that I'll apparently gain.
Well, when you do eventually defeat Strahd, it is entirely up to you what you wish to do with Barovia. You could let the people go. Of course, those who still have the souls to be let go. Any who are soulless, say for yourself, cannot exist outside of Barovia.
Huh.
A soulless person will simply disappear in the mist when it clears.
I see.
Most of the people that you've met here do have souls in this incarnation.
I'd be very worried if they didn't.
Alternatively, you could go down the path of continuing the torment of the people here.
Hmm.
It's entirely up to you.
All right. So there are no consequences to whatever I decide to do with this power.
The simple goal is to reunite. Well, rather, unite this domain of dread with the rest of the Shadowfell.
All right. Okay.
There is, of course, one thing that should be mentioned. To take on the mantle of leader of Barovia, it requires a certain permanence. You in your current state can simply be taken as, well, a child. Miss Nerimaki, you are, in fact, older than you know.
Oh, and how old would that be?
Well, your appearance is that of an adolescent in their late teens.
I mean, I was aware of that one. I meant the actual age.
But your body was created, I believe, 5 years prior. Simply put, you do not match your current age.
Uh-huh.
And it would be cruel to keep you in such a state for a time of unknown length. Of course, that is entirely a matter of opinion. It depends on if you wish to be taken seriously as a leader. Many will look at a child and believe them unfit.
I mean, I'll have you know, I think I demand plenty of respect from this group of this court of individuals I've gathered.
It is not your court that is of concern. Allow me to show you something. Miss Nerimaki, everything you have seen, these places, for a second, the surrounding area turns back to the forest, but swiftly becomes the laboratory again. Feel a shiver go through you as you see the laboratory. You also find yourself in what appears to be a inn, which you recognize to be one of the first places that you remember being with Edgar in. They are forged from your memories, concealed as they were. Everything perceived is as you remember them.
Alright.
But of course, that can be limiting. So instead, I've seen this course of events many times, seen Barovia many times. The surroundings fade out of the inn, and when it comes back, I need to bring up a description real quick.
Oh no, not a description.
A description? Oh no! Hold on. I should have been prepared for this, but it's me, so I'm obviously not.
Oh.
Do I not have that loaded? Oh.
Oh no.
He doesn't have it loaded, guys. We're falling behind.
Oh shit, man. Well, that makes me feel foolish. Not that I need that. Get the right thing. God damn it, new tools. Let me open things.
Dang updates.
No, it's not the updates. Fuck it, I'm gonna improvise it. While I bring it up on a completely different site. You find yourself in this very large room, almost like a throne room. Can I find? Ah, there we go. Yeah, really? It's not it? Fuck. How many goddamn thrones do you have, Strahd?
Is this really a question?
Does it have to be a question? I think it's a better question to ask how many he doesn't have.
Shade, he needs a specific throne so he looks his best every day of the year. So he needs a throne to fit every single one of those days.
Indeed.
Hmm.
Yeah, you see.
I'm feeling a mahogany. I think today's an amber type of day. Cast iron is what I'm looking like.
Cast iron throne.
Yeah, man.
It doesn't sound comfy.
What do you know? You're just a peasant.
Oh, shit, you're right.
Need it for my intimidation factor.
Look, if there can be a throne made of swords, then there can be a cast iron throne.
Silver.
There can be made
I want to
out
do
of
my
fire.
deadlift while dealing with my peasants. I want to be buff, intimidate them with my muscles. Have a protein shake while I'm at it.
Anyway,
Buff Strahd.
I'm gonna make a joke about how there can be a throne made out of pots and pans.
yeah, you see this this great hall with this
But I don't shade.
you don't?
I don't.
Of course you don't. You're not there.
That's a shame. Sounds like a you problem.
Why isn't the map showing up for me?
That's
These
the problem.
you are the problem.
I am the problem.
Indeed. Maybe we should just kill off Shizuka so we can get rid of it.
Exactly. Problem solved. We can leave, guys.
Shizuka's dead. Crab rave.
Well, shit. There goes my planning.
Tell Reaper next session you don't need to ask any more questions.
Oh my god, that's a perfect plan. We'll just trap the Night Mother in Garba's and Shizuka's body and then kill her immediately afterwards.
How do you feel about this, Garbo?
I mean, it's a majority rule here, Shade. This is a democracy.
But you're
No,
the
it's-
Empress of Entropy.
Yeah, but she
It's
isn't
like
present.
at least two characters, and the Reaper is on his own and doesn't get an opinion in this situation. I vote that we kill her.
I vote we don't because that's evil. Because that's the villainous thing to do.
Bad majority wins.
Well, you can't fight with democracy, Snack. It's the right thing to do.
The right thing to do would not to be not to kill you.
It doesn't get a vote.
As a
here.
hero, I can't let them kill you.
What if I want to die though, Shade? Snack? Think about that one. Now you're being a villain by stopping me from
Wow.
achieving happiness.
Well,
Oh
you're...
shit! My mental, my ideal
God
is
damn it.
falling apart. Whatever do I do?
Yeah, so you see this immense room that's a place of chilly, brooding darkness.
Are we supposed to see the room, or are you describing it?
I'm describing it.
Okay.
Apparently, I don't have the Strahd maps loaded like an idiot.
Shame.
Well, because I don't want to use the ones provided by the module because they're isometric, and I don't want to do that in Fantasy Grounds.
Why would they do something like that?
Is that the ones where they're? Is that the one where they're like 2.5 dimensional?
Why did I unload that?
Never again.
That was foolish of me.
Shade. Or the
What?
asymmetric ones, the ones that are like 2.5 dimensional.
pretty much.
Pretty much, yeah.
That's what isometric is. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why
The illusion of 3D when it's actually
Yeah.
2D.
They always tilt it. It's always a tilt.
Yeah, it's a tilted map.
I don't understand why they would do that. If
It's a
they're-
tilted map and it's tilted me, so it gets to die.
Christian, bring up a isometric map in the that is not Castle Ravenloft. In the Curse of Strahd chat.
really bring any of the Final Fantasy tactic maps or
Fair point.
Fair point.
He's like,
that'll
"What
be looks like
How about Mario RPG?
Mario. Yeah, that works too.
Anyway, getting back to describing,
denied.
these iron scones dot the walls, completely lit with
Man,
burning
that's
flame.
lit.
It is lit.
Everything's on fire.
See these hundreds of dust-laden cobwebs that drape the wall, hiding the ceiling from view. Directly across from the window stand a set of double doors in the east wall, further south. A single door also leads from the east wall. There's staircases on both ends of the north wall that lead down. At the southern end of the hall, this large, high-backed wooden throne looks to be made of like mahogany or some shit.
Oh shit! It was mahogany.
It must be a Tuesday.
That is mahogany.
Mahogany. All right.
Please tell me someone got that
To give
reference.
yourself a negative inspiration for that.
Do
Yep.
it. Take it, Jade.
What?
I should-
That was a Hunger Games reference, not an abridged reference.
No. I said Shade needs to do it to himself.
Oh.
I don't even remember what I referenced.
You said mahogany. Didn't you know
Easy
that was a
approach.
trick word?
He did it in the exact voice.
I remember
what?
it. I don't remember what it's from. That just
DBZ.
DBZ? Okay. Negative inspiration for me.
So next thing we fight we can just who gets to choose when
Shade.
I do.
but- okay.
He said he chose. He said the DM gets to choose whenever. So whenever Shade decides, I'm going to go easy on you guys because you've obviously rolled 15 nat ones in this encounter. I'll give you disadvantage so you can nat one again.
Nah, man. It'll be
Thank
when there's a
you.
creature with pack tactics.
Thanks,
Anyway.
Shade.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Wait, but since Shade has it, doesn't mean one of the monsters will have disadvantage?
Yes.
No, I have disadvantage on life.
That is
Okay.
true.
Anyway, this mahogany throne. You're pretty well at the opposite end of the room. The contractor is a little bit to the right, but you're in full view of the throne that is tilted towards you, or turned towards you. In it, you see a figure. On first inspection, you see Strahd von Zarevich just sitting there, brooding. This is Castle Ravenloft.
All right. Looks kind of bored.
Such is the way of an immortal, I suppose. But of course, the immortal has sat in the throne for far, far too long. At times, even he has wished he could escape, but the dark powers would not let him. Even when he was slain in the past. Well, not this past, I suppose. He always came back and sat upon that throne. He walks up to it and stands about 10 feet or so from where Strahd is.
I just looked at the characters in Discord. John Smoke. Status. Alive. Probably.
Indeed. He is Price of Freedom playing? Fuck yeah. This is not the right song for this right now. Now who says Strahd wanted to die?
Literally.
That is not what I'm implying.
So, just to
All
be
I heard was that sometimes he too wishes he could die.
He wishes to escape. Doesn't mean he wants to die.
Ah, okay.
He
You were saying
wants to
something?
leave.
yeah,
He
so I
wants,
mean,
to, he wants to find a hot piece of ass.
I mean,
Spend
what
his
I heard
life
was
on the spend
escape
their
the
immortal
curse.
life on the Sword Coast.
You guys are.
The curse of immortality was what I heard, so I took that as death.
just to be sure here, though, I'm allowed to quit when I want, right? I don't have to worry about this whole can't leave because the Dark Powers said so bit, correct?
Well, the goal is to make the dark powers not control you.
Uh-huh.
Of course, they are rather unwilling of this, but they have no choice in the matter. He steps up right in front of Strahd, to the point where you can no longer see him properly. You see that there's still a figure behind him, behind the contractor, or rather in front of the contractor. He hasn't turned around yet. But you can no longer make it out to be Strahd.
All right.
It's quite humorous too. He turns, change the subject for a moment. You may well have figured it out, but Glorben, he was sent here by the Dark Powers under a contract I provided him. He doesn't know it. But in helping you, he is simply acting against his masters.
Oh.
But you didn't hear it from me.
I didn't.
So quick to agree.
Yeah, I'm not handing out that information easily.
Man, if only Reaper was here to hear this.
I gonna say, even out of character.
I'm so
Even out of
happy.
character, I don't want to say
I'm
anything
just
to him.
imagining Reaper's response is immediately, son of a bitch, in the background.
No, more like, what the fuck?
You know what? That is pretty Reaper.
I learned how to wear a kimono instead of being at the game, and you guys tell me I'm going against my boss.
Now, no one literally tell him, so
You
he
know,
just
no one say anything.
Okay. Like recap. If we don't do it on the recap, it'll still be okay.
Like, just don't even mention it.
Like, whatever audience, just no. Just no.
This is like the reveal of stupid, sexy Alquam.
Indeed.
No one else gets to know.
All right.
What?
Nothing. Still thinking about that. Oh, this will be great if Reaper ever figures it out.
If
If
You need Corbin's help somehow. If
No.
you tell him,
what
Then
is it
he
gonna
won't
do
force
when he finds what is he?
But why is my game frozen?
I think
He's
he's going to find out.
negative to that.
Who's the
if is good.
if? Why is my game? Okay, there we go. It's okay now.
Is it though?
I'm just saying,
But
going, if we
everything's
never
working
tell
out.
Reaper, that's a perfect plan for Shizuka because Shizuka never tells him. Then he has no reason to stop helping her and then try to probably kill her. Because that's probably what Glorwin would do.
That's true.
Probably. Just never gonna tell him anything until the end, where it's like, you've been played. John, take him to the dungeon.
No,
John.
of course I do not intend to lie. That is simply against my nature.
It's just an omission. The truth.
Indeed, stranger.
Indeed, the stranger who is not here currently. Stop intruding.
Get the fuck out.
This is supposed to be my domain. Only one person can hear it, and we're not there.
He's gone.
Oh,
Indeed.
Ooh, he's dead.
just casually move him over to Strahd private corner. Now, bleh. Sorry. Like three things to say were running through my head, and I couldn't decide which one to say.
I see. So what part of this contract is that?
Bleh.
Mm-hmm.
That's the contract.
That's the contract.
You know, our technical jargon. We have to throw in a bunch of words that mean nothing when it comes to professionals to make sure that people are completely thrown off and don't ask questions.
Now, Shizuka, when you face Strahd, you need to remember, bleh.
Bleh.
Power. It's the equivalent of power word kill. Just try it.
Indeed.
Except
You know,
it's
that's
supercharged
probably-
and does 500 damage.
If that book didn't disappear, I bet you John opens the book of power word kill and just sees the word bleh written in it.
That's canon now.
It's canon. That is the power word kill.
It's just a copy of it. Curses.
My one.
The power word that is kill, but actually bleh.
Bleh.
Power word bleh.
Word bleh. Deals 500 damage.
It is a level 10 spell.
Why not a level 15 spell?
Shit, you're right.
Just add his charisma modifier to this spell level.
I don't think that's how that works, though.
Just find a way that Garbo can cast it at 9th level plus his spellcasting
Give
modifier.
me a 9th level spell shade. I don't see the issue.
Oh, then you could take the Lich one.
Yeah. Take some of the contracts here.
Uh-huh.
You wanna become a Lich? Sounds
I'm
funny.
not entirely opposed to it, if I can even, since apparently I'm less than a person.
I mean, let's see. Lichdom and
I mean-
potentially becoming the avatar of a goddess. Who could choose?
Exactly.
Choose
It's
really-
no choice.
Goddess, though, can take my body, and I don't like that.
There's no risk in becoming a lich.
I mean, people might hunt you down. Then
No
kill you for
risk.
just being a lich.
You certain about that, Garbo? You're
I'm
absolutely certain about that.
Look, I might run it down, but at least it's my body that I still have possession of
Side note, something I've noticed about how I've been running the contractor
Mhm.
is that every session that he appears, his voice just gets raspier and raspier.
You need a logic.
Going.
Feel like you do a lot of talking, contractor.
Just stop talking, Shade.
I really need
Feels
some
like the-
water right now.
Did you guys ever watch the animated show, The Awesomes?
No.
It's like Seth
Tell me
Meyers.
later.
The getting to the point. They have a Batman XP called like Black Irish or something,
Okay.
and he has a really deep voice. And at the very beginning, at like one of the episodes, the main character is like, "Hey, you need a lozenge," and then he has just like kind of voice because of the lozenge. It's
Alright.
great. Continue.
Okay.
The contractor just has a really high voice.
Hi, I'm
Just
the
can't think.
contractor. I'm gonna make you a goddess, I think. It'll be
So, Shade,
funny.
you know how to make the
Exactly.
contractor do a SpongeBob laugh?
Please, no.
Probably.
Curse.
Curse of SpongeBob.
I'm ready. there we
I'm
go.
ready.
Okay.
And there we
okay.
go, getting demonetized for the
Yeah.
5th time tonight.
No,
Why,
it's okay,
why would we
Nickelode-
get demonetized for SpongeBob?
I don't know. Instead of
Nickelodeon
Strahd,
isn't terrible.
like you walk into Strahd's castle and then you just hear greeting you, "Hi, welcome to my domain." All right, that's enough.
True terror.
Have you known true terror?
Have you known true terror?
That hurts.
Started moving on to like a Karen voice almost.
Jellyfishing.
God damn it.
Oh, this is the session of non-focus. That is
Yeah.
exactly what this is.
I
So
that
now-
now.
When we've gone down to less members, we've stalled even more.
Exactly. People was never the issue, Shade. Get more of them.
Oh, so you mean I should just run a 14-person
15
Grail War?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Silver. Give him the list of your servants.
Nope.
I mean, Silver
What do
does
you
need
mean?
a backup DM.
It needs to go up a step and never run a proper like Grail War before and decide, you know what's a good idea? I failed at running like a proper Grail War and didn't even get off the ground. So the next one is running an Apocrypha style Grail War and having it 28 people. But we're gonna add 2 more classes. So in actuality, it's like 32 or something.
I feel like you're projecting here.
Oh no, I'm not projecting. I'm just stating a situation that actually occurred and I thought was stupid.
So the story continues.
Whack.
Does it though?
Does it though? Yes, it should. Because
Whack.
we are wasting precious coat high time, apparently.
Is Kohai actually watching?
No, probably not.
No. I doubt that.
If Kohai was watching, then I'll just mute myself.
He sounded tired, so I'm gonna say this. He's probably already gone to bed.
Fair enough. Anyway. So what did he last say?
Jellyfishing.
No. Shut up.
I don't know if you heard me. The last thing he said was blarg, whatever it was.
Blah. Blah.
He mentions not something about Glorban.
Oh, the fact that like Glorban doesn't know that helping Shizuka is actually going against what
Yeah.
his contract.
But yeah, we're just never gonna talk about that again.
No. To the matter at hand. He steps to the side, and where Strahd once sat, a woman in her early 20s sits instead.
Who's that? Is it me?
Make a check.
Roll investigation.
I mean, if you want to.
I'll pass.
Okay.
I figure you'll tell me.
I mean, investigation is intelligence or wisdom?
It's
A
intelligence.
useless stat.
It isn't a useless stat, but I
I
have
mean,
that one.
bad for King's guy, I think. Actually, no,
She's
you're
guys plus
a
3.
wizard.
Yeah, you see what looks like you, but yeah, older. And almost darker in a way. Not like
Oh god, they gave her the Demia treatment.
Okay, are we
no.
getting raced into this?
That is no.
Alright.
It gives off a darker feeling.
Oh.
Edgy.
Edgy. That's exactly the word I'm looking for. No.
Can she cut people with her edge?
Snap.
Okay, muting myself now.
She's dressed in she or you or she. Yeah, she.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah, she's dressed in this almost this dress like armor that seems to have a skeletal pattern weaved into it. She's paler than you, but it almost adds to how beautiful she appears.
That's lewd.
Lewd? I was keeping away from lewd. Beauty has nothing to do with lewdness. Well, it could, but you know.
Garbo would beg to differ.
Garbo, how do you beg?
Lewd.
Shit.
I know Garbo too well.
You do. It scares me. How do you react, Shizuka?
I mean, can I ask why? So why does she look like that?
You asked about potential changes, or how taking on the aspect would affect you.
And is there a chance that this won't happen? So there's a whole level to being edgy where it's like cool, but if you go too edgy, then it becomes lame, and this is that kind of at that lame point.
Did you just say that in character?
Yes.
Oh,
No.
shit.
Oh. Oh, wait, were you asking Garbo?
Yes.
Oh, that
Oh,
definitely.
I didn't see that. You posted a message. What did you say?
Oh, I was making a joke about. how she was like, "So can I ask?" And I'm just imagining Garbo walking up to the throne, looks at her and goes, "So why are you so edgy? Why are you so lame?"
Fucking ouch.
Accurate.
Wow, when did future me become such a lame-o? You're not even that original.
I mean, all I can think of is Shelob from what's her name, or from Lord of the Rings. But I'm sitting here looking at it, going, "Huh."
Shelob?
It's from Shadow of War. The
How the-
spider lady.
Oh.
It's like a rough idea on what I'm.
I
thinking.
didn't
Oh,
know
yeah.
she
How they
was
made
a...
her into a hot, edgy lady.
You mean what they did to Nagini in fucking Harry Potter?
I'm trying to remember how.
Maybe.
Okay, I see an image.
Yeah, Shelob.
Huh.
See, this is all you've reminded me of.
Okay.
It's not exactly it, but it is something.
Oh, I do have an image of what I chose for older Shizuka.
All right.
Do I have it in portraits?
Do you have it loaded?
I'm may very well not. Hold on. I have a token. Shit. I don't need a token.
Come on.
Not chill out. Fuck off. I'll just drag this into... You see, I was very prepared for this moment, you see.
Indeed. Suffer fool.
Shut. And this is definitely not a face claim. What do you, I don't know what you're talking about. This is... No, I don't know this art. It'd be cool, though. Haba.
So wait, who just joined?
Hello from the other side.
Oh, good,
Zombie!
zombie. So
Oh, jeez.
that is loud.
Somebody's racing down the interstate.
So zombie, Shade has just tried to sell me on the idea of becoming control over what is it, Barovia, and how I have to bring a goddess into myself, and how this is. Now he hasn't said it in character, but I'm like, this sounds like one of the things Zombie would warn me of. What do you have to say here? I've become edgy.
Wait, make a deal with a goddess in order to rule over Barovia.
Something
Oh,
like that.
zombie's back. Oh, okay.
It's a bad
No,
idea.
making a deal with the deal boy about taking a goddess into yourself
The essence
and then
of a
ruling
goddess.
over Barovia.
That's
Naturally,
That's kinky.
Yeah, that's lewd,
pretty
man.
kinky there.
That's probably the Garbo solution, honestly. He'd probably pick it because of that. And that alone.
Because I get to be penetrated by a goddess.
but no, it's like,
Absolutely.
I need Grand Vizier John here, but he's gone.
Vizier John.
Is
You
that
telling me
is that his title now?
Are you telling me that isn't an acceptable title for him?
I'd say that's an acceptable title. I mean, I'm not the one in charge of the dock.
I
I'm a
mean,
duke from another country. I believe I established that to Sir Knight before.
you did, but you never properly gave me what the name you wanted to be go by in the royal court was, because I don't
Yeah,
think you
no.
accepted being in it.
Oh,
I,
no, that's all you've missed.
Well, I mean, I missed all of last session too. Unless that was all that happened last session.
no,
They
We
killed
learned
him.
about backstory of Shizuka last session and had a fight with the thing that died way faster than Shay thought it would.
And
Yeah,
it
no.
almost one-shot Shia.
No, I just called my future
So
self
it
edgy.
sounds like a normal encounter.
to be
It had a
fair,
bunch of eyes.
it had the same challenge rating as Strahd.
so it sounds like a normal encounter. You know, John's advice is don't make that deal. That sounds like a trap. Also, if it's from the deal boy, beat his ass.
So
mean,
basically,
Screw
what I
that
told,
guy.
so basically, what I told Shizuka before she touched the stone as John,
Yeah, that sounds like me.
I didn't tell her
Sounds
to
very
beat his
John.
ass, but I basically told her everything else.
Yeah, no. I'm genuinely convinced at this point that that guy is secretly like attempting to he has too much knowledge of each of us that he's attempting to manipulate us into the worst possible outcomes.
I mean, okay, so you can't tell Reaper this, but we've just been told that apparently he's trying to make Reaper or Glorbin help out Shizuka in taking this, which what is it? You said it would hurt the Dark Ones, I think, Shade?
He
By doing it.
basically, by helping Shizuka, he's basically going against what his actual mission is supposed to be.
Yeah.
And he doesn't
Huh.
know that.
Yeah, we just aren't gonna tell
Huh.
Reaper out of character even. So
I'm gonna give you guys a few minutes to chat. I'll be right back.
Alright.
Okay.
So that's the
Also,
other
while
thing.
there's no cars out in the lot, I'm gonna really quickly take my pants off.
Whoa.
Great to
No, that's
Alright,
too-
now that's
Listen,
rude.
too
I
R-rated.
realized as I was getting in the car to come out here that I had my shorts on backwards, and there's no way in hell I'm going all the way out to the Porta-John and trying to like reverse my shorts
But
in
John's
like,
right here. Why would
1
you
foot
support
wide
it?
space. Damn it! All
Yeah,
right.
no, this is
Oh yeah,
over.
what? I mean, I downloaded the session so I could listen to it, but I was probably gonna fall asleep before I finished it. So Shizuka, give me a little bit about her backstory.
Oh
Give me the
boy.
highlights.
I just wanted to point out that John specifically, before Shizuka touched it, was like, if it's a contractor, don't listen to him because he's probably going to rig whatever deal he gave to you.
I was gonna say I don't trust him.
Yeah, he's going to
Does sound appealing.
phrase it to he's going to know exactly how you'll respond to something that's entirely positive. He knows how you'll respond to something that's got visible downsides. He knows exactly what type of deal he's offering, and he knows how to manipulate you into taking it. He's even better at convincing people of things than I am. Whatever you do, don't trust him, and don't agree to anything that he offers at all. Nothing. Don't take any deal that he offers.
So we find out Shizuka is a clone / homunculus.
Described as a doll.
I see.
Has somewhat of a soul, but not a full one.
Yeah, which is why I can take in a goddess.
Greg is Gregorius, the fighter who basically killed her mom and then had a change of heart and yeeted himself away with her.
Okay, raised the child as his own. Went
No,
all blue exorcist.
no. He died.
He died.
He died within like 3 months of running away.
But I mean,
Wizard boy tracks him down, turns him into a skeleton. The
Don't
wizard boy
worry.
Okay,
drops his book, and
Don't worry, at
Shizuka
least there was
uses it to
Edgar.
make Greg.
but what I'm hearing here is that Shizuka was still raised by him for a period of time, and then was probably raised by him after he became a skeleton.
Edgar is a blue exorcist.
Yeah, no, Edgar shows up like right after Greg is brought back.
Oh, okay.
Remember that
God.
question I
And then
asked?
Who raised Shizuka? Wait,
For
how
like
old
a
was
year,
Shizuka
a
when
couple-
her mom died? Like, I get that she's a
Uh,
clone, so probably rapid aging or something, but like,
No, the opposite. Like 5 years older than she actually is.
what?
She
That she's
ages
5 years
slowly.
older than she looks, or something, is what I was told. Right, Shade?
She's artificial.
She's fake.
Okay.
What I've learned is that Shizuka formed some sort of personality after Edgar came, apparently. The contractor
Oh,
doesn't
that's
know how that works.
terrible.
So it's
So-
Edgar's fault.
Such
It's
a bad
Edgar's fault she's a
situation.
Junie.
So
Oh, God.
all I understand is that whatever Shizuka is probably Edgar's fault in some manner of speaking.
Why do you do this to me, Shade?
Yeah, so
Remember that question that I asked you like a couple months ago?
Question.
Let me go look at our DMs again.
How Edgar would react?
How Edgar would react to having a child or
No,
something like that. I
to
forget.
to find a child being cradled by a skeleton or something along the lines.
But yeah, Zombie, look what you've done. You've turned this poor girl into a chuny.
In all fairness,
Yeah,
there's like a
73 things character that everyone doesn't.
I bet you it was
know.
Lenore.
Not
Lenore's
a
probably
single
what
one
made
of
her.
them is related to has been involved in the game because I chose really dumb. I did react to finding a young girl who seems entirely dazed being clutched by an animated skeleton. Oh yes, now I remember my response. It was 2 minutes and 49 seconds into episode 4 of SAO Abridged. Also,
What was that?
I was
Was that?
I want to
was
be
that in a
clear.
reference?
I misread that, and I thought it was a young girl clutching an animated skeleton. I got that situation entirely backwards and thought that Shizuka was the clutcher and not the clutched.
That's fun.
So, Zombie, you've
So
unintentionally.
my thinking was what's wrong, little girl?
Uh,
Shadow effect included, I imagine. Mentally, yes.
Zombie, you've unknowingly given John disadvantage whenever Shade chooses.
It's a joke.
Okay.
It's a joke.
I
He
mean,
did it though.
to be
He
fair,
referenced it
both John and Edgar would probably react very negatively to like Shizuka. Like if Shizuka broke down and looked like a child crying and was like stressed out or something, both John and Edgar would probably hurt themselves trying to help her.
That sounds edgy. That's probably why she's
Does
so
everybody remember how I brought up that I was planning on making a Dark Goron? Where
no.
instead of being made out of rock, you're made out of obsidian, and
yeah.
the feature is edgy. Being made out of brittle obsidian, the Dark Goron cuts the shit out of people who touch him.
It's sounds like a lot of not this session talk.
Oh, hey, cool. I also
This
looked
is the
at
session
events,
to
and I
talk about
remember
that stuff.
I was asked what John fears most, and it is something that will never be achieved. It's perfect. I love it. It's so good.
Now, to be fair, that was unrelated and is not necessary potentially.
All right, so moving on.
So moving on.
Anyway,
Now that we're back into it.
Who said the anyhow?
wait, is there an actual stream going, or is this just a recap session? I was made
This
to
is
understand
a
this
stream.
recap session.
Yeah, we're going.
We're slowly moving.
Oh,
Don't worry, we've been distracted the whole time.
Don't worry, we just got through a conversation about SpongeBob Strahd.
This has been a session of distraction.
I blame Garbo for
Not-
letting me drink.
Not my proudest session, I will say. And it's not even over yet.
we should.
It's not over yet. Suffer
I
more.
may leave early, just
Okay.
because. And by early, I mean like soon, so I stop distracting myself and the others.
So yeah, the contractor moves past. You see, we had a conversation, didn't we? Fuck.
I see this. You sent
Yes.
the image.
I sent the image.
I called it edgy. To its face.
The
It's too much stream while I do.
okay. The Shizuka in the get back, Greg. In the image, in the chair rather, doesn't seem to be aware of you.
All right.
Rather, doesn't seem to be aware of anything, as she's almost statue-like.
So, are you saying I have to become like that? Because it seems kind of boring.
In what way?
She doesn't seem to do anything. Like, move.
That is simply because she is based on something that does not yet exist.
Huh. So you're saying I can affect this outcome?
Well, yes, you can dress however you wish.
Right. I will probably be dipping out now.
All
Get the
right.
fuck out.
Get out of my realm.
So, I mean, do I have to get that pail too, or?
Well, I really want to say something sarcastic, but it wouldn't be his. The way he goes about things.
I'm glad I'm bringing this around.
I was gonna say, well, there's always makeup, but well, of course we can arrange things. But this is eventually how you will look. Regardless.
Uh-huh. So now... Shit. Wait, I forgot what I was going to say.
Don't worry, I get it all the time.
I was going to ask what these arrangements are, but I'm kind of okay with her being pale. So on the one hand, I don't actually care that much.
Okay.
Which is why I like, I'm asking questions. I don't think I care if I get an answer or not to.
If you want to take back a question, we can act
No,
like
I'll
you never.
keep that.
Okay.
This is more curiosity at this point. Just, I don't know if I want to further it.
It's up to you.
I won't.
Okay. Now, with this new form, or progressed form, wow. A change in ability, of course, comes in time. You, Miss Nerimaki, are interesting in the way of power. Already, in just 2 years, you have already surpassed your master. Rashing like Zombie hasn't been leveling.
Is zombie still here so I can tell him that?
Fuck you, Shade. I have been leveling him.
Hey,
I'll go and level him to 7 right now.
Do it, coward.
do you have a computer?
Somehow. I'll walk home. I will walk all the way. I will stand up now, walk out of this tent, over the overpass, to my house, turn on my computer, and not do that because that's stupid.
Do it, you won't.
You're right, I won't. In exchange, I'll offer a fact. Did you know that Kaguya from Love is War once actually made a sentient chocolate?
Whack.
Whack.
Is there a better response to that, Shade?
I
No,
don't
no.
think so.
The chocolate you break with a hammer is a different chocolate entirely. Point is, I am insulted that you believe that Edgar is not more powerful than Shizuka.
Edgar is now inferior.
How dare you? I think he's like 5. finish leveling him to 6.
Even being able to bring out your own servant upon touching the book which you still hold. Your nature allows for such quick progression. It would not be wrong to say that you have more in common with the servants that you raise than the people around you.
So, I mean, do you just have something against soulless people? Because I have to notice, you like pointing out that they're different from the other people.
You're actually asking that?
Yes.
Okay.
This is not the first time.
Fair enough. I have nothing against really anyone.
I mean, based off the way you're speaking, it doesn't sound like that, though. Like, I will have you know, I believe I am just as much of a person as you are. Probably more.
You may not be wrong about that. What I am is of little importance. I'm getting really weirdly raspy here. It's an evolving voice, you see.
It's just a really good comeback to what he just said that popped in my mind. To I'm not that important of a person, you see. And it's like, yeah,
Oh,
no
no,
shit.
Now, he said what he was.
No shit.
I mean, just like he's making a deal with a soulless person and is being awfully rude. All I'm saying. Maybe we need to send him back to business school. Teach
So
this
you
contractor a
offering
lesson.
enough discounts in order to bundle deal stuff. You're not doing a very good job. You want to offer them one type of insurance, but specifically only one type of insurance that already comes in a regular insurance packet plan that you already possess normally.
Okay.
What we're saying is that the contractor is a scuzzy scam artist of an insurance salesman.
He's not a very good one.
I mean, if his goal was to screw John over, he did a fantastic job of it.
I mean, yeah, but that's not hard.
I'm sure it'll entertain someone, and that seems to be his goal.
I mean, hey, to be fair, that was your fault.
Touche.
John doesn't believe that.
John
You
doesn't
could-
believe
you
that.
Shade, let's be clear. You had a choice in that too. You could have just never given me access to the deck of many things. I would have harassed you, but you could have just never given it to me.
That's what I get for
Instead-
pandering, I guess.
I can't wait for the next instance that
Yes.
gets come up, Shade.
This is what happens when you pander to my suffering.
Can
I
you
asked
imagine-
for suffering, but I'm gonna say that you chose to make me suffer. You're the sadist here. I'm just the
Alright.
masochist who got awful.
Okay.
Right, so where were we?
Somewhere, that's for certain.
I was just pointing you. This guy seems awfully rude.
Wow.
Is the contractor a sadist or a masochist?
The contractor is the contractor. I'm exactly what you want me to be, baby.
Whoa. I'm underage, good sir. Get
He's a
out. I'm
sadist.
calling the police.
Well, by technicality, you're wrong, actually.
I'm still calling the police.
I'll tell John on you. I'll tell John that you threatened to take away Greg from me and start crying. Oh God. Run away. I can't do your contractor voice. I apologize.
Run away.
I need to leave now.
No, you see, you have to go so smoothly that it just sort of becomes raspy for some dumbass reason.
I understand.
It's weird.
Now I'm Batman. God damn it.
All right.
Okay. So. I actually don't know what you're saying in response to that.
To what?
Because you asked you're calling him rude for being for souls
am.
and stuff. Yeah. Okay.
I am. Respond, coward.
Well, I have nothing against soulless creatures. Frankly, they interest me more.
You feel the need to point them out, though, among everyone else. It seems a little offensive.
What was that? I think there's like a spider or something ruffling through small cords, and it
Don't worry, you get used to that feeling.
What type of spider is that?
I don't know.
Shade, you need to burn your house
Shade,
down. You have
Are you
Tourette's.
in Australia for some reason?
Yeah, man.
God damn, that is a
I didn't
big-ass
realize
spider.
No,
Canada was secretly the cold version of Australia.
You didn't know that?
Nah,
I was unaware of this.
I thought that was Russia.
No, there the people are crazy.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
why it's a
you say
cold
that like
version.
Australia doesn't have crazy people.
It,
They live in Australia.
you're right. That's no oversight of mine.
I've seen a person box a kangaroo.
Indeed.
I've seen a person take video of a flaming tornado. Which is an odd thing to see because what that tells me is that someone else thought that it was a good idea to film someone filming a flaming tornado.
I could ramble on and on about the soulless, but such would of course be a waste of time. As one-winged angel is playing in the background.
Good. I mean, yeah,
I
it is a
really-
little off. It is a little off topic, but you are also trying to make a deal with me while acting a little, forgot the word, insulting, I want to say.
Well, if I insult you, I do apologize. It is not my intention.
Mm-hmm.
Back to the topic of the power that you hold. Well, quite simply, if you decide to take upon this, there will be a rearrangement, so to speak. to say, align yourself with the characteristics of the domain.
Alright, so like, do I get a trial period? So if I don't like it, I can return it?
Of all things for you to say, that was not the thing that I was expecting.
Look, Shade, I work in customer service. I know how this works.
But has Shizuka?
I
She
mean, I
works
need to
in
protect my investment here.
a service industry.
Yeah.
I don't like the implications there, zombie.
Listen. That was it. I just wanted you to listen. You hear the sound of the world going by?
That's all I'm pointing out is just
I hear
that.
the
This is a business transaction, so I'm making sure all my bases are covered. Do I get insurance for this?
Insurance.
I feel like Edgar has been driven out of one too many towns where he didn't like vet the contract hard enough, so he would have taught Shizuka to never trust anyone, to like not try to murder her because she's an abomination against nature. Also, they're probably gonna try to kill Greg too, but like
Oh.
mostly you, because they think that you are the reason why Greg's around, which is probably true.
It is true.
I'm just protecting my assets.
You're just protecting your ass.
Yes.
Yeah, protect your ass.
Protect your,
I still
your
need to
fine
know, do I get a
assets.
free trial? Is this like a subscription?
That. Would Shizuka know what that is?
I mean,
Like
I
a
originally
subscription
created her as a
service?
high school student, so would whatever realm she came from know of that shade?
Is there an option to back out of the deal if I don't like it partway?
That's all I was asking for, just a trial. Do I get a trial period on this?
If I decide your deal is shit, can I say no in the middle of it?
How do I go through the
John's
steps?
so busy being used to conning other people, he doesn't consider that there are ways out of a con if you just ask nicely.
Shade, how do I get to be the person that goes through the steps of, I would like this gallon of paint. Please mix it to this color, and then right at the stage where you pay for it, you go, oh, I don't like the price, so never mind then. How do I achieve that?
That's what we call an asshole.
Oh, I thought this was. I thought we just called those customers. You know, the type of person that will buy a soda, and then drink 2/3 of the soda, and then go, "This tastes off to me.
This is.
I don't want the rest of it."
Hey, speaking of
And
off,
then
we
and
are
then
very
go,
much off
"You
topic.
should give me a refund because this is wrong. I didn't get to drink the whole soda."
Indeed.
Why does your coconut taste like Coke after I drink
Zombie.
2/3 of it?
Zombie, we need to move.
Perhaps next we speak, we can renegotiate if need be. And believe me, I will stay in contact. In fact, next we meet will not be terribly long from now.
Alright, I'm willing to go through with this trial then. I would like to reach out my bone hand to try to handshake to solidify this.
This audience room disappears back into the orange mist. Very good, Miss Nerimaki. He almost hesitantly raises out his hand and takes it.
Okay,
Not that
so this,
not that he's like afraid to touch you, it's just that he doesn't really do handshakes often.
all right, so this buffoon was right to be feared because I wanted to make it clear that I don't trust very firm handshake here.
How would you tell?
That's a good question. Squeeze a little bit. So, have you ever shook hands with someone and they like squeeze your hand as you're doing it?
No, you're putting out your bony hand.
Yeah, and you can squeeze people with the bone hand.
Actually, a better question is, do you feel anything with the bony hand? Do
That's
you
a
have
good
nerves?
question. You're the DM.
Have you ever just shook hands with someone and then had them use chill touch on you?
That is the thing.
Yes, many times.
I won't outright attack him, but I would like to squeeze his hand a little bit to send a message.
He seems unfazed.
All right.
Wait a minute.
Guess this
You were able to
picture's
touch
too
him? Punch
Yes.
him! Punch him now! Punch him now! Punch him now!
To be fair, he touched John on the shoulder.
Yeah, he touched me. I tried to fucking throw something at him, and it just went through. Multiple times, in fact. I think I actually did take a swing at him. I think I missed. Fuck this guy.
Hang on.
Punch him. Bullshit.
Mhm.
I mean, is that it then?
He lets go of your hand and soon fades away, and as soon as you look down at yourself, I need to share something with you.
Oh no. Secret information. Guys, I won't tell you any of it.
No,
Unless
Oh
you
no,
guys-
she already become Edge 3 years in advance.
I've already become edgy. I hate all of you now.
So, I should note, remember that class shift that I mentioned?
I figured this was what this was gonna be in the end.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
assume you
happening.
figured that out.
I did.
That's like the immediate thought
So,
the was mentioned.
I'm just going to unclaim something real quick. And I'd like you to go to PCs.
Just Quicksilver, claim it before I can get my hands on it. Silver, you were too slow. I'm also lagging, so it's not too late.
And this is a sheet that is already fully coded because I was smart and figured stuff out first.
I'll start deleting things.
Damn it!
All right.
I didn't.
Well, I
write-
need to go through any of the cantrips or anything, or
we can figure out spells.
all right.
We can figure out spells like later on. I just made a few assumptions.
Yeah, I figure that'll be a tomorrow or not.
That'll be
tonight,
another time thing. Yeah. You're Did I set you? Did I set you any higher? Any taller? Maybe.
I think it's accurate. 16, right? 16 is what I had before.
Oh yeah, you're 2 feet taller.
I'm 2 feet taller. Holy shit!
That's
She's a giant now.
5'5".
big as Snickle now.
She was 5'5". Now she's 7'5".
What?
You said 2 foot higher.
It's 2 inches higher. Sorry.
2 inch.
Gee, I was like, she's the biggest.
Listen, man, I'm Canadian. I do centimeters and meters. Fuck off.
All right, we can work with that. I was gonna say, like, damn, I'm now the tallest in the party. Fear me.
8 centimeters taller is she?
Oh right, I lost my AC thing, didn't I?
Your
I think
AC
it's-
thing, yes.
Yeah,
Although
still has a
you're,
class thing.
yeah. There's a workaround. I'll get into it. Because you have the you have a certain armor which should be plus your. Oh yeah, your dex isn't high. That's why. That'll do.
My dex is a 10.
Yep. It's not a plus though.
Oh, you gave me free HPs too because I leveled.
Yeah. Yeah, you look down at yourself. You see that. I'll move your inventory stuff in after.
Alright.
Because I made the inventory based on a previous, well, before you guys enter the Amber Temple. And
Never mind. I thought I lagged out because I heard the dropping noise.
okay.
Mobile Discord is a trash sometimes.
It is.
But as your as the mist begins to fade away, you almost feel like something is missing.
Is it
You're not
Greg?
sure what though. Well, kind of a shame that Snack left.
Is it because Greg
Yeah.
is gone?
No,
Okay.
no.
That's the first thing I'm checking.
The computer, stop.
Oh yes, it is lagging.
I don't know what's going on
and
there.
simulation.
Computer and simulation. On the outside,
God, I'm not on the holodeck.
On the
the this translucent wall becomes solid, where you can't see Shizuka for a moment, and then it begins to fizzle away. Sir Knight, you would likely notice this. Would you notice this? Yeah, oh yeah.
I don't know, probably. I feel like we'll have to have a conversation when Reaper is available again to see if Glorben will allow Sir Knight to leave or not to get the item.
Indeed.
Because stuff would have happened during that point. Oh yeah, she did change images. Okay. So she is super edge right now.
Yeah, you can drag in that token if you want, I guess. Question?
And when the wall fizzles, need to delete said wall.
Delete. I cast delete.
I cast delete.
You're still touching the okay. Still touching the amber sarcophagus. Which hand did you touch the sarcophagus with?
You were asking me questions that I don't remember if I even specified, let alone if I was paying attention to that.
By the
Also,
way,
So
is that
what
The
the
hot
hand?
hand.
is that the sarcophagus with the lich, by the way?
no.
Use
No,
your
what's
cool
that
hand.
Apparently the hot hand.
Luke.
There we go.
What's wrong with the lich? I thought one of these. Oh, that was a vampire one. Okay, that makes more sense.
Indeed.
One was Lich, one was Vampire, one was
Resurrection.
Yeah, which
True
is the
res.
far
Good.
right one. True red. No, it's
Well,
it's
well,
Resurrection.
It's a resurrection or anyway, it doesn't matter.
It was Resurrection. It wasn't true.
it was Resurrection, but it had conditions that were not part of Resurrection, if I remember correctly. Like it had some of the conditions of Resurrection, some of the conditions of True Res, because the time span was True Res, but the required components were Resurrections.
That's weird. He just told me a dragon resurrection into the sheet, and that's what I did.
Okay, because I thought it could resurrect people from virtually any time, just as long as you had some part of the body.
Anyway.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye, zombie.
Good night.
Anyway, so yeah, let's say you touched it with the skeleton arm. That is decidedly usually wrapped, I imagine, right?
I usually have a glove on.
Yep. You notably are no longer wearing a glove,
Oh,
and the hand that is touching it is a human hand.
Did she lose
So-
the undead graft? Or is it
so the
disguised?
hand is now a human again. Okay. Huh. So, I mean, I'm thinking she's just looking at the hand right now, just kind of moving it. You know, after you've just gone long enough with just a bone hand, it's kind of weird to go back to having muscles in that hand.
Did you just say that?
No, I'm just thinking it.
Okay.
Boop, boop, boop. Which one would it be? Which one? I'll do this one.
Ooh.
Alright, we're fine.
Yeah, so Sir Knight, and everyone else, of course, by extension, would see in place of where Shizuka was is this slightly, well, this a young woman who seems to resemble Shizuka. Honestly, you look more like you look more like you look like more like Miss Nerimaki at this point,
Whack.
but
Pale
still younger.
Red eyes. Had red eyes before, but redder eyes.
Indeed. What does Sir Knight Squire think?
Does the Herd Nice Squire think he should cast Divine Sense?
Oh no, Greg is just taken over.
Greg
Oh,
is just
Greg is just-
Greg has combined himself with Shizuka.
I've been waiting so many years for this moment.
I will become your armor.
Miss Nerimaki is back.
I've always wanted to be one with my master.
Oh, jeez.
Greg takes note.
We are
Shizuka,
now one flesh.
Shizuka behind you.
Like, she's super pale, right?
Yes.
And I knew for a fact that was a vampire one before because I believe John or someone said so.
Oh god. Oh no.
Can I use Divine
Glorben
Sense?
said what they were. John went, nothing. These things don't do anything for me. They won't even respond.
Yeah, Glorb straight up said which ones they were. So Sir Knight is Squire is gonna look at it, and the cogs are just gonna start turning. And he's gonna go, ding. Oh, Divine Sense.
She's not undead.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure of that.
But Shizuka behind you, you
Alright.
hear bones clatter against the ground.
What corpse fell behind her? Was it the old one?
Will you turn to face?
Oh, of course I will. I was just doing that.
You see Greg on the ground. He's still together. Like, he's
Uh-huh.
looking up at you. As he's looking up at you, that coat of dust that's always been on him falls off of him. Give me a moment. He stands after a moment.
Greg can stand.
Indeed.
Cool.
The dust, which was revealed to be his own ashes, just falling off of his clothing and the like. And I need to actually remove. Oh, I'll wait for a second. He's. Roll me wisdom.
Oh, Shade, why have you done this? So just a plain wisdom check
I'm gonna say with advantage.
with advantage. I feel like this doesn't benefit either way, but you said wisdom, just plain. It's an
Jesus
8.
Christ, Garbo.
Wait, okay, that was the right character sheet.
2. Bravo, Christian.
You've one-upped me now. I told you it's a useless stat. It's not necessary.
It seems
Yes.
everyone's not very wise today.
Indeed.
No, I was wise a week ago.
I have a 9.
I got
Silver, where's the image? Explain more. Explain
Fine.
further.
all right.
I need to add something to the combat tracker in a moment. He, upon taking a moment to look at you, as confused as bones can be, he lowers to his knee
He dies.
and places an arm on his chest.
Can I give him a head pat?
If you want.
I'm gonna give him a head pat.
Sir Nice Squire just leaning over to the closest person, going, "What is going on?" So what's going on?
Silver, quick, roleplay it with John.
It
Zombie's here.
Already he is.
It doesn't matter
Sort
what
of
you
like-
are.
Shit, Greg talked.
He can talk?
You could talk.
Yeah, I didn't think that either, to be honest.
I'll
But
keep
he-
following you.
You know, I'm really
Okay.
disappointed. It's left. Yeah.
Wait, sorry, what?
He could talk, and he chooses to say things that we already knew.
I don't know what happened in there. But
Expressing his loyalty, John.
you know, Christian, shut up.
You know what? Chris.
Oh yeah, Christian, do the thing.
What is that sheet called? Greg what?
Relinquished fighter.
Oh, so Christian took it over.
What the heck is a relinquished fighter? Did they accidentally fuse with a Yu-Gi-Oh monster? Hello?
Hello?
Fine,
Oh,
apparently.
I'm still here.
Well,
Does he have the ability to reflect battle damage back to his opponent?
I mean, the fact that he's a 6th level fighter, well, going to be 7th level fighter, could technically mean yes.
Oh, he gets fighter levels now.
Guys, we have our human fighter.
He's already shy.
Guys, we have a human fighter now.
That was already shy. Greg isn't. Greg's a skeleton. He might have been human.
Shy
in
as a
life.
human.
And
Shy as a fighter? What's the bow for then?
Shy as a person.
You can level after.
Oh, is Christian joining through Greg?
Christian is joining through Greg, but I'm voicing him.
All right.
Oh, okay.
What a perfect relationship.
It's like a weird culmination of the NPC and actual PC.
Congratulations, Garbo. You finally got your wish to give Greg character level.
Oh no. The character that I've put more character in than my actual character now has its own personality. Shit.
Unless you want to say something else. How long have we been going?
Yeah, we've been gone too long.
So what is going on? Sorry, nice car. Just you.
Yeah. I'm actually gonna end it here.
That's a perfect ending. I was hoping you would.
Indeed.
Sir Night Squire, what is going on? Dun,
Oh.
dun, dun, dun. We'll be back in later.
Indeed. Okay. So. Yeah. Next time, Chris is
Now,
Strahd.
Silver, I have good news. You leveled.
That's
Yay!
that session was a mess, but we got places.
We did.
I had to
Now
tell
we can
Snack
go-
the truth.
Indeed.
That
All right.
told-
Yeah. Next week or something. Yeah. Goodbye. I don't have anything else to say. So yeah.
Okay.